What is mogging? Can you use it in a sentence? Where is the gyat? See, likely if you're over the age of 25, you've already clicked off this video, and like those 25-year-olds who have abandoned us here, I don't like not knowing things. We've all been there in the friend group. Everyone's talking about the new video game. They're talking about the sports game that happened the other night. And they're talking about the plays that were made, the points that were had. And you're just standing there like, I hope they don't ask me anything about this because I don't even know what a field goal is. Well, when I was younger, I was in the high school band. Back when I was in the middle school, I got to go a year up and I felt quite big of myself, making friends with all these older people surrounding me while I was just a little 7th grader with my backpacks all strapped as tight to me as I could because I thought that looked cool and just trying my best to fit in. But I had a problem. I was dumb. I am dumb. And I don't like to let people know I'm dumb. Things were fine. I'd survived a few weeks of band, and I had made just a few little connections here and there. And eventually, there was a gal that I was finding myself attracted to. And, like any 7th grade boy visiting with all the high schoolers, for some reason, thought I had a shot. See, I had already weaseled my way into the friend group that she was a part of. I had gotten my way in there because I happened to play the flute, and I think something about being the only male flautist in the entire band's history kind of made me a little bit of like, no, I'm special, that kind of deal. And I got excited visiting with all the woodwinders, the other woodwind kids, but I was not cool. This is band, and I am surrounded by the nerdiest of the entire school because it is band. And I had a crush on one of the nerdy types, even more nerdy types, the book group, the librarian types. And things were going pretty smoothly, actually. I had kind of been, we had our good conversations here and there, and we've gotten to know each other's names, and we were building ourselves up. But then one fated day did come to pass. Till that point, I had done a great job of keeping myself quiet when all the conversations about the actual books got into play. Anytime there was a book around, I was like, hey, do you read? I was like, yeah, oh yeah, I read all the time. I'm like such a reader. Percy Jackson. And they're like, oh, cool. Yeah. And they'd sometimes be like, what do you read? And I'm like, well, books. Oh yeah, the book kinds that I get with paper. And I'd been able to skirt by undetected, incognito, super super spy-wise for some time there. Until we got into the conversation of anime. And I went, ooh, I know anime. I've watched an anime. I can be a part of this conversation. And they're talking about what's current at that time. Attack on Titan, Goku, Death Note, all your normal animes of 2012. I'm not good with my years. And they go on to ask me, hey, Sylv, what kind of anime do you like to read? Oh, Death Note. Like, totally. And they're like, no. What kind of anime do you like to read? Fear takes hold. And I go, huh? And the girl I like is staring at me, and I'm doing my best to do my standard deflect tactic. Fine. Oh, I just read generally. Oh, I just like the normie stuff. Oh, isn't it funny? Look over there. But this one time, they're locked in, and more than anyone, she's locked in. She's going, well, what kind do you like to read? And at this point, I'm like, oh, fuck. The kind, and I'm thinking about everything I know about anime. I'm thinking about everything I know about manga. The kind that goes from back to front. And there's a stink in the air. Everyone's looking at me. That wasn't the right answer. That was nowhere near the right answer. Sylv, they say. They all go back to front. Oof. That's not a good sign. That's not a good start. I later find out that's not entirely true, but at the time, cold sweats. My back freezes, my hands clench, my teeth grit, and I'm like, oh God, I'm seconds away from being found out. I gotta get out of this. I gotta get out. And thankfully, one of the guys in the group tries to throw me a bone. Oh, do you like shonen? He's giving me an out. He's giving me a suggestion. He's going, oh, what about the kinds? And I'm like, aha, hop on this, and it seems like, oh, I know what I'm talking about. I just gotta let this guy lead. But I'm a big brain boy. I can't just say yes to the first thing he throws in the air, because if I do that, then they're going to catch on, right? They're going to know that I was just taking the first out. Surely, if this guy's giving me a way out, he has a couple planned up, a couple ways to help out. My boys got me. Shonen? No, not shonen. I'm shonen's fine, but you know, never really mess with shonen myself. Shouju? Maybe that sounds more right. I don't know what shonen is. I don't know what shouju is. I don't really know even to this day what those actually mean in difference. Seinen? That to me, no, that sounds bad. Like that sounds like everyone's face drops when I hear seinen, and I go, nah, seinen. Who do you think I am? Who do you think I am? And then one of the people in the group throws a curveball. Hentai? Keep in mind, I know no types of anime. I know nothing. I am a green boy about to fall into a deadly trap. Oh, that sounds right. That sounds like I think, you know what? That's like when, that's the art style when that sounds like the art style. Yeah. The whole group's looking at me. There's no funnies. There's no laughters. There's just, ooh. Oh, or maybe not that one. I mean, it's too late. The damage is done. I'm the freak. I'm the freak of the group, and I don't even know it. I'm thinking in my head, oh God, what is hentai like the kids' cartoons? Oh God, is that like lame? It's so much worse. It's so much worse, and I have no idea. And I had no clue. A day goes by. I spend the night sweating, going, oh God, oh God, oh God. That all happened right at the end of the day. Oh man, what are they gonna say tomorrow? Oh God, I've messed up all my chances with the older kids. Oh man, there was the girl I was crushing on. Oh no. I show up the next day. I'm walking to my little cubby. I grab my flute, put it together. Got my backpack all tight. Hey guys. No, just backs. The circle is tight. Hey guys. No response. No one person looks at me and looks at me like roadkill. They look at me like a dead man walking, and I go, all right. But all this to say, when you don't know what you're talking about, and somebody tries to throw you an out or a bone, they're a deceiver, and you shouldn't trust them. And you should continue lying your way through the conversation on your own turf and not utilize them, because they are leading you astray, and you will be finding yourself in the pit. Okay, thank you, and bye-bye.